What should I do? Jin Kazama. Jin Kazama. Who is the real Jin Kazama? Who is the original Jin Kazama? What did I do with my comb? Little quirky, little flaky. They're great. Coming from a state that created Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're great. I creepy. I flaky. Where people are weird. Some people, you can't understand them. They're so weird. They're creepy. They're great. Where my eyebrows get stuck in my glasses, my eyelashes get caught in other eyelashes. You can see. Do I have mascara on my eyes, or what do they call it? Is that what they call it? Mascara. Somebody suggested that I put that on the white hairs of my beard and that. I don't know who it was, but I remember someone suggested. This is a suggestion, so, but, you know, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes people that are women may tend to think that there's something kind of thickening agent, like mascara, on my eye. Like if I close my eyes, on my eyelashes. But there's not. This is, it's my nationality. That's part of it. And I think part of it is genetics anyway. Sometimes I think people with certain genetics, and that also can pertain to your nationality, your genetic makeup also, you know. Some people just have thick eyelashes anyway. Some people have thick like slanty eyebrows anyway. But this is like genetic factors, and this is, it's also pertaining to my race, and whether it's a biracial race or interracial race, you can identify, you know, as two of those different sorts, perhaps. But what I'm really saying here is, and what was I gonna say? Oh, right. I'm looking at the subject. I'm looking at, see what it is. My front cover of this video here is actually representing what the theme of my, you know, my video is. And what it is this Jin Kazama character. That's the theme, okay? And what is the real Jin? Who is, not what. Not what is. Gotta rephrase my English here. Okay, who is the real Jin Kazama? Who is the original? Who would he be if he were a person in real life? And let me try to explain this to people. Okay. How to explain? Okay. If you notice, and I'm looking at his hair as I pause this the video, and it shows some guy, random guy on the internet. I don't know who he is at all, but he looks like a cool dude, and he's you can see he looks kind of retro. He's wearing a long '80s, and actually be on the left side. That's what it is. It's like a long '80s chain necklace, and he's got a looks like he's got a ring on his other hand, which is his right hand. One of his fingers has like a few rings or something on it, and then he's got well, he's got a beard, but I mean anybody can shave their beard, grow their beard. I do it too. Look at me. I'm saying that Ryuzuki came from me also, and I'm wearing this. Now I'm wearing a Sega because, well, just happen to be wearing it right now. Really, for this video, I should be wearing a shirt that says Namco or Bandai Namco, whatever, which one. Probably it would be Namco if I had one. I have to buy it on the internet. So this is all related to, I'm compiling a manifestation of a theme that is going to explain a point I'm going to convey to you guys. Okay, now what this is. Okay, let's rephrase the question again. What is the question? Who is the real Jin Kazama? Sorry, get that brush out here. Okay, let's rephrase it one more time so I can directly speak on this subject here. Who is the real Jin Kazama? And I can't explain it. Okay, so now I'm going to explain it. Okay, I'm going back in time. Okay. Just had to catch my breath. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm going back in time 28 years ago. All right? And going back 28 years ago, this is what I want people to understand, realize. Okay, so there's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's going back into my medical history for real. Now, I did experience anxiety a lot. I had this blackout, and I was actually a religious kind of a guy. I was that way, a religious person. Now let me explain. You know how they have Devil Jin with the horns? Then they have other characters like Kazuya started to become Kazuya was at first the devil in Tekken 2. That game came out before Tekken 3, Jin Kazama. But as you know, as the story follows, I think what the creators just did, and really, people that are behind the scenes and they're not going to reveal who they really are. Well, I don't mean to do that if I am, but I have to try to make an attempt to get some compensation for my works and efforts, for what I've done, my vital roles in the video game industry, for taking a karate class and a degree that I earned that represented a whole lot of claims and destroyed history, I think, of what Shenmue was supposed to be, right, in Japan. But this is the problem. They cannot break international laws because, let me explain. I'm American. There's state law, there's federal law, and then there's no international law, I don't think. Okay? So if we only have state and federal, well, maybe federal falls under somewhat of international law. Somewhat, I would say. But international law, I don't think there's any such thing. Where's the international lawyer? I haven't heard of it. That's a good question. I should ask maybe a police officer or my lawyer right now, which I have an entertainment lawyer that I'm working with. I won't reveal anything about him, but he's trying to help my case. And so this is the thing, everyone. Okay, let me rephrase it again, because I'm trying to really get everybody familiar with the whole picture here. And I know I'm attempting to speak on these things, but I want people to really understand where I'm coming from here, okay? All right. Okay, Jin Kazama. Here it is now at 10 minutes and 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Okay, who is the real Jin Kazama? Let's speak of why. Notice his hair has, okay, it looks like Kazuya going in the back. It's like he uses some kind of shapeshifter, matrix hair. I noticed in this video, this guy, and I would have to say this is the real hairstyle of what Jin Kazama would be. You have to have that kind of hair. You have to have enough hair. You have to have, that hair, dry hair product, and you have to have enough hair to actually do this. Like my hairline is not the way this guy's hairline is. And if I wanted to, I'd have to get some professional hair transplant, I would have to say. And any anxiety or any problems you get from, let's say I get anxiety issues from the hair transplant or whatever, if that were possible to get that, which I mean, I don't really want nothing to do with any more anxiety than what I've got, really. But then what I really had, what I had or don't have, or I'm grateful for what I don't have now because I'm getting better. But see, this is what I'm saying here. Now, so his hairs goes back like Kazuya, okay? That's like, well, he's related to Kazuya or supposed to be in Tekken. Now, according to, more of this, getting more in depth into this, there's parts I have a theory, and I don't want to tap too much into it about my family history, but there may be more about some of these characters, and if there were a disclaimer for Bandai Namco and Tekken, see, that's really touching a borderline with Bandai Namco, and I might want to go that route too if I could, but I don't know if I can. You see, like certain characters, like, I don't know how to explain it. Well, I guess I might as well explain because I know how, but okay, certain guys in Tekken are like all the same person if they were a real person to me in real life, and certain guys, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, I'll say it again. Certain characters that are men for the Mishima family and maybe whatever, they're like, to me, they're like the same man if they were in real life. But I don't like to really say that, okay? Because, it gets personal. If it's disproving a disclaimer or whatever, but not that it's trying to disprove it, but I'm making a point here about this Jin Kazama guy. I'm trying to really say why would I be this person. Now, let me explain. This is why. So we have the back part that is like Kazuya Mishima, okay? Now, this front part, these bangs that come down like this, notice how they come down like that? They look like what? They look like a vagina, don't they? I took a class in the Dominican International, well, I'm quoting it now, but I might as well because I have a cover photo that quotes it. The Dominican International Institute or college, whatever it is. Okay, I'll just say it like that. They also tell people like how, okay, I ate all my fruit, but if you have an apple, the inside of an apple, if you notice the inside, like the core center, it looks like a what? It looks like a vagina, they say. That's certain parts of science or theory or something of fruit. And they say blueberries look like, if you look at the top of a blueberry, what's it look like? It looks like an eye, like the iris of an eye, and yeah, and so, or the pupil and the iris and that, but okay, so how to really explain this? Jin Kazama, you're not a man because you're like a pussy. You won't put your penis in a girl. You won't put you won't put it in the hole. You never hear that saying? Hey, can you put it in the hole? I can put it in the hole. I put it in the hole. I work out with this guy sometimes. They're like, you put it in the hole? Yeah, I put it in the hole. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing about this. I'm not trying to be perverted, but this is all basics of life. Topics, subjects of life. Sex is actually a subject in, school that they do talk about sometimes, but I know it may be difficult for some people of certain religious or cultural backgrounds that are contradicting American teachings and society, whatever it is. Could be in other countries, maybe in Europe. They have the same problem. The UK is not all that different from the US. I don't think they really are, but a lot of ways they're same, but there's other ways I think they have major differences. But I think in most ways they're very much alike. We both speak English, but they're the UK, they're England, or whatever they are, or whether it's Ireland or Scotland or Germany, it doesn't matter because it's all Europe. And then you have Spain, and then you have Portugal, and then you have all these different countries that are all like Italy, Greece, this, that, that's all Europe. Italy and Spain and Portugal, they have skin tone like mine, but I'm European too, see? But I could also be considered Asian. I've got, Mexican, Indian in me too. So it's a bloodline, the Aztecs, Mayans, whatever they are, goes back a lot of generations. The Aztecs, the Mayans, the civilizations. Then Cortez came, and what happened? Okay, what is the story? Cortez comes, he okay, I just say it like the barbaric way. Okay, they take over the Mayan, or was it the Aztec civilization, rape the women, rape the women, children, kill off the men, or something, both, whatever. First they kill the men, they rape the women, then they kill the kids, whatever. I don't know how it goes. If they do whatever they do, war is war, and that's war. So that's what they do. And then the French come, and I don't know. I think what was it? The French come, and they're there to assist the Spanish, or I don't know. I think the French just came there. They were just happened to be there, but the French always want to look good. So I understand. They helped the Spaniards. I think that's what it was, if I'm correct. But then I think maybe at one time the French wanted to just stay there. They kept staying there. I don't know why. But now, so what happens is, Mexico was so bound to the French, and I guess at one time they had to fight the French off. Then they were liberated from France, and then what do you have, Cinco de Mayo? That's what it represents. I thought. I mean, this is not all factual, but it might be factual. To my knowledge, I'm not. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I'm not claiming this all to be factual, but I believe it to be factual. I just don't know my history. I'm not a history teacher, but I am a student in college, or was, just like you or me. So I'm just believing that's what happened in theory. Just like this is theory too. This is speculation about this. Okay, so what I'm saying, what did I say about Jin Kazama? Okay, he's got these bangs because, see, my karate teachers, this is what I might as well say it. I'm trying to get money, you guys. And if you're there, you're in the background, or if you're watching me, thank you and for teaching me the martial arts, karate. I don't normally want to do this. I'd rather type a letter out, but I don't have money for different things to buy, and I just don't have the money. And have all these expenses because I never received my royalties. I have a lot of expenses to pay for. Royalties is something that I'm supposed to have. Now, I believe that, let's take, for instance, Everybody Loves Raymond. Who is this guy? Ray Romano. He gets a lot of money, I hear, and I think that's royalties for this Everybody Loves Raymond. But that comes on TV all the time. I got a lot of different people in my life that I know that watch that show. I mean, I like it too. It's cool. It's not just cool, but it's just funny, ha ha ha. It makes people laugh. Firstly, it makes people laugh. It's kind of a cool, cute show, but that's what appeals it to the audiences, and people just will watch it anyway. But that's what I believe under copyright law. Uh, he gets royalty payment, I think. I think that's what it is. But he gets this kind of residual income, this Ray Romano, and now, maybe for me to go as far as being Ryu Hazuki again or being Jin Kazama again might be going too far. Maybe that's what I should just get is residual income. I don't know where this is going to go, everybody, because I still like doing martial arts. And what I could do, what I could do is like what? Put a mask over me and cover my hair up too. And I got a bald spot back here. I keep combing my hair with this, like that. Is trying to create circulation all around my hair follicles. What if I were just to wear a mask? Be like another Star Wars character. Well, that's not really making it big for me. You see, this is why I'm trying to really get into the more into this conversation here. But so, because I don't just want to be nobody in life. If you were me, let me ask, if you were me, would you just want to be nobody, just get residual income, and not be what you're supposed to be from a degree you trained really hard for a degree that you earned? It's part of your legacy, one of your greatest accomplishments, or the greatest accomplishment ever in life. Now, you see, that's why that degree should not be discarded, and it should not be undocumented, because I earned it. And there's nothing bad or evil about me. There's no reason why I should be denied my degree. It doesn't matter if I'm gay, all right? And I'm not gay. But this is the thing about this. What if I, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's all about discrimination. If the state won't give that back, if the federal government won't give that back, well, if they don't respect that about me, if my karate teacher doesn't respect that about me, that's discrimination. That's so evil and wrong that, it's not right. And you better explain why you're not giving that to me. I don't even care. Tell people, oh, he what? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Raymond, yeah, let's talk about it, okay? And I'm not talking about everybody loves Raymond, Ray Romano. I'm talking about my teacher. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about not you and me, because she didn't want to get with me, okay? Let's talk about it, all right? I mean, that was after this, but you guys knew, and why was I this way? I had religious reasons why I didn't just have sex with other students in karate class, with other people. But why was it? I had a religious background, okay? I'm honest, right? But I was going through a severe anxiety attack, a severe mental breakdown, and problems. And, I just didn't want to have sex with the girls that were all after me. There's a girl that reminds me of Kagome from Inuyasha. And that's copyrights I think I could get too. But nobody gives me a penny. Nobody gives me nothing for what I earn. And I'm worth way more than a damn penny. My God. I'm worth like millions of dollars at least. Because why? This is big shit. Big money. You know how many people back in my generation, all those years, if I would have claimed that degree that wasn't stolen from me, and I'll just be fucking honest, excuse my French, that degree that was stolen from me, or whatever, somebody took it. It was not just, this is the thing. It's not just somebody, but it's like I think it's like the state that's keeping this shit secret in Michigan or something, and they won't reveal what really happened here. This is the problem. I am entitled to these things because they use me. Who am I going to be in life? What's going to become of my life? Okay? And what about my family and the friends, the few ones that I have? Why is that right that people would take this from me and they'd say, "Oh, that's ours now. That's ours. That's our legacy." Bullshit. That ain't your legacy. That ain't nothing to do with you. Just because you live by me or something. No. You might be in Riverview, my community. You might be an officer of the law. I don't know where the hell you are. Maybe you're in Lufthansa or whatever the hell it is. What, Switzerland? I don't know where. Now I'm making fun of Switzerland. I'm actually I'm actually I'm a big fan of Daniel Bernhardt. I like how he says that line. He says, what does he say to that Jen? He says, how does he say it? How does he say it in Mortal Kombat Clan Quest? He comes out so sexy and cool looking, Daniel Bernhardt. He's like, says, you know, I'm always here for you, Jen. How does he say that? He says, I don't remember the exact lyrics or words. It's not a song. How does he say it? I'm getting all excited. Yeah, excuse me. He's like, you know, I'm always here for you, Jen. The way he says that in Mortal Kombat Conquest is so cool, but he's got that Swiss accent going. And that's hey, guess what? People like me, I should have been in maybe like a European country doing these martial arts because that's where they're respected. I'm doing them in Michigan. I scare people. People think, oh, you're psychotic. There's something wrong with you. You belong in the hospital. You need to go to a group home. No. You know what I belong, everybody? On TV. I belong doing martial arts, doing some guy's daughter, some guy's sister, some guy's mother. Hey, hello. I'm not like, I don't know what Michigan wants to depict me or people around me that don't even know me.